G'day guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know if you saw, but we just had one of the craziest competitions on the weekend because so many interesting things went down, including some insanely skilled people. This was the FMC 2024 World Competition, not to be confused with FMC World. This wasn't a World Championship. The reason it's called World is because it happened across the entire world all at once. Let me explain. But real quick, before we get started, I just want to let you know, you can now use the discount code NOBLE at speedcubeshop.com. I've partnered with them to give you 5% off your entire item. And don't worry if you live in Australia or any other country than US, they have really fast shipping. So what are you waiting for? Get those discounts. Back to what I was saying. So this competition had almost 1,000 competitors over 62 countries. And this was happening all over the world in every single continent. Well, except for one. And I want to go over 5 really interesting things that happened at this competition. Number 1 might not be that interesting for most people, but I think it's really cool. Because this competition didn't have one location, they weren't really sure where to put the marker on the map when you say you've competed here. So it just kind of floats in the middle of the ocean. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get to compete at this one because I signed up too late, but I think it'd be really cool to get this random marker. Number 2, I said this happened in every continent because there was 97 venues for this competition all over the world. There was most likely one in your country. I mean, check out all of these delegates. This is insane. I find it really fascinating that almost 100 competitions can have the exact same scrambles at the exact same time. And did I mention they were all at the exact same time? Because number 3, every single person had to be awake and ready to compete at the exact same time wherever you were in the world, regardless of time zones. In Australia, it wasn't too bad because the competition was in the evening around 7 o'clock, but a lot of people had to be up at 3 a.m, 5 a.m. just to compete. Number 4, the podium was really cool. We had Wong Chong Wen, you know, that guy right there. He came first with a mean of 21. He got straight 21s across the board, as the world record holder probably should. Then Kale Shun from America came second, and Jade McNeil from Australia came third. This was a crazy podium. They all got 21 averages. But there was one more interesting thing for this, which was 409th place. Alexis Tremolat from France managed to somehow get a 69 average with all 69 singles. Now what does that remind you of? If you didn't know, Brandon Mickle from America has been competing in FMC since 2012, and for almost 10 years straight, he got only 69s in every FMC competition he ever went to. Surely that was an accident, right? But anyway, the final thing I want to talk about is a Malaysian cuber called Ninja Kwan. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's pretty good at FMC, but nowhere near the top. But why I want to bring him up is because he did something insane, which I don't think anyone's ever done in competition before. He did one of his attempts without looking at any cubes, without turning any cubes, without the scramble image, and with no working out on paper or otherwise. He did an entire FMC in his head. This is a really interesting image of him just staring at the paper. I'm not sure if his eyes are closed and he's just imagining this, but this is insane. And he managed to get a 52 single out of this. That's got to be one of the craziest things that ever happened in FMC. So yeah, big ups to him and big ups to everyone who went to this competition. I'd love to go to an FMC competition like this in the future, and I hope there's more. Let me know if you went to this competition. But anyway, thanks for watching guys, and remember, use discount code NOBLE at SpeedCube Shop. Catch you in the next one. Cheers.